Hola guys, ¿qué pasó? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to do an analysis recap on some of the swings that we've released earlier this week. See what kind of progress we've been making. I think you're going to be pretty impressed on some of the gains. These are all killer gains, good swings, good solid swings. Now Bitcoin is still on shaky ground. I believe that there is a great possibility that we could go and revisit the 18,000 through 16,000 support. And I know a lot of people are saying possibly lower. I'm not completely sold that we're going to go lower than that. But certainly we can go and retest the prior low of this season, which would be 17,000, and thus close out that liquidity void down there. And then it remains to be seen what happens after that. So in the interim, we're in some of these swings right now, and I don't recommend going heavy in these swings just because the Bitcoin is so flaky right now. We really don't know. The reversal hasn't come. We're still technically in a bear market. So got to be very careful when you attempt to go long in a bear market. That said, let's look at some of these signals that I've put out earlier this week. We'll start, I guess, with we can go ahead and start with Cel Token. Go ahead and pull up this chart. Now, this was released back on the 17th through my group, through Hella Pablo Trading, Swing Trading Group. And then it wasn't until afterwards I put it up on here. I always give the cream of the crop to the members that support me, that pay a monthly membership. But this is one that I've released shortly thereafter, and this was on the 17th. And if we hit the play, we let it play out, we see we would have made a very healthy return had we gotten in down here as it was hugging the channel midline before it really began marking up after this little sign of weakness, and then this markup with this last point of support as it marked up out of this Wyckoff range and into the Fibonacci target zone. So we would have really seen some spectacular gains had you been in it, and lo and behold, you know, it's reconsolidating right now. I believe it's going back down. We're seeing institutional and retail absorption in the vertical bar volume, and of course you could see that through the slowly diminishing supply and demand bars, which denote that the tokens are being absorbed. They're being bought up. They're being bought in a very narrow range, and once enough supply has been absorbed and they can't drop the price any more reasonably, what happens is demand is necessitated, and that's what causes the markups. So I'm expecting to see that pretty soon with this again. It's going to go up to kill another round of shorts, so we're just going to have to keep watching it, but definitely I'm still bullish on Cel Token, and that's a win. And so next, let's see, what can we do next? Basic attention token was another signal I put out. And here's the chart on BAT. And so we'd see we had these volume spikes in the demand in the vertical bar volume, which shows that they're testing demand. What the market makers are testing demand and supply. Once they figure out that enough supply has been absorbed and the demand tests begin showing an increase in price with minimal resistance, that's when they bring in the real demand and it begins pumping up. So we see that this is kind of climbing the channel. We're still in channel, but we would have taken profit. We could have taken profit right. Let's click back on here, right here, where we'll play it again. Here, right here, I would have taken profit and maybe kept the principal in. You don't want to hold these tokens past the 1.618 Fibonacci right now, definitely with Bitcoin being on such shaky, flaky ground. You don't really want to go long in these and overexpose yourself. So BAT is still bullish for the time being, and I'm still in it. Next, Orca. I released Orca. Orca is a crypto that I've been following for a few days now, and I was in it for the original pump, but it pumped too fast. I couldn't get the charts up, but I got it during this reconsolidation phase. I was able to put a chart up last night before I went to bed, and I released it into my group first, and then I put the chart on YouTube. I'm sorry, not on YouTube, on TradingView. And so this happened overnight. So if you'd gotten in right here where I told you to, or I recommended, that's the kind of return you would have made on it had you set a limit sell at the 2. I didn't expect it to pump this high, but at least on the 2 you would have made some very nice gains. And so I would have definitely gotten out by now, and just see what it does. If it reconsolidates along the 1.618, definitely you want to go up for another. If it's going to take you for another rocket ship up, great. But right now we just don't know what's going to happen, and everything is contingent on Bitcoin's trajectory, obviously. So that's 3 for 3. Next one is FET Fetch. This was a crypto that was actually brought to my attention through a trader that I'm mentoring in my swing group, and he pointed this one out to us, and I went ahead and put it on there. He noticed that there was volume, demand volume, registering at key resistance points. And so that's what kind of clued us into that this may be a potential runner, something that we want to watch. So I went ahead and put it on here, and lo and behold, not long after, 20 or 30 minutes later, it jumped up to almost to the 618. You would have made a nice return on that had you put a limit sell at the 1.272. I think it would have been like 15% or whatever. That would have been easy money. Definitely easy money. It's pumped up. It's come back down now. It tried to go and retake the macro trend resistance, but failed, got rejected, came back down even below channel midpoint, and now it's reaching back up to see. And we have a little bit of demand coming in now. Demand's not predominant anymore, but it's still an interesting asset to monitor. But I would have gotten out of it at this point here. So that's FET, and then Balancer is another one that I did a signal on, and I released this to my group, and then I put it on. I did a recap on YouTube, or a video a few days ago on it. But right now, let's see what we have. We play it out. This is on the 24th, and we see it came up. It shot up to the 1.272. Just like a lot of these, and it came back down. Now it's still intra-channel, reconsolidating, and I believe it's going to put another leg up. So had you put a limit sell at the 1.272, or at least taken profit, you would have made, that's 15% right there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for 5. And then the last one I want to go over in this video, because this is taking too long. I got shit to do. Dogecoin. Dude, Dogecoin is Dogecoin. I'm really excited about Dogecoin for this bull season. When the reversals come, Doge is something. This isn't financial advice, but it's something that I'm in, and I'll be in, and I'll be DCAing. And this is a chart I put out on the 20th of June, so about 6 days ago, and Doge marked all the way up to the 1.618. Say exactly to the 1.618. Went right up here. So we've seen, you see how it came back down. We have a little like cup and handle here. It came back down, retested the 1 Fibonacci, and shot up to the 1618 golden fib ratio with demand. So this is legit. This is legit. And we've had predominance of demand in Dogecoin since the 13th of June. So Doge is looking good. I'm sure that, the whole, linking it with Elon in his latest tweets or whatever the hell he's saying about it now, it doesn't hurt. But anyway, Dogecoin, I think, is going to be a major player in this next reversal that's coming, this bull reversal that's going to melt faces. Along with Shiba Inu, I'm going to have charts on Shiba Inu, which is another crypto token that I'm actually very heavy in that I hodl, and I'll explain why in videos to come. But if you enjoyed this, if this was informative for you, I'd appreciate it if you'd like it. Subscribe to get more updates. I got Matic coming out soon, ApeCoin, things like that. So anyway, if you're into like crypto swinging and making money, no nonsense, no bullshit charts, this is all VSA and Wyckoff. I never shill. You're not going to see anything goofy coming out of this channel. It's just pure price action and volume. And money. My win rates are 80-85%. You go check it out on TradingView. All my charts are there, and you can look at the ratios and judge for yourself. So anyway, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later. Be safe. Please be safe. Diversify. Never go all in. DCA. Never invest money that you can't afford to sit on for years and or lose completely without emotion. So in a nutshell. All right, guys. We'll talk to you soon. Be safe. Have a great weekend. Adios. Bye-bye.